You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Humans only use 10% of their brains. Sounds interesting, right? But here's the truth. That's just a myth. Modern brain scans show we use nearly all parts of our brain, even while doing simple things like walking, reading, or watching this video. So where did this idea come from? Some believe it started in the early 1900s, when scientists said we have a lot of untapped potential. But people misunderstood it and thought we only used 10%. Others say it was just a way to sell books and movies. Because let's face it, a story about unlocking hidden brain power sounds cool, but real science says otherwise. Every part of your brain has a job: memory, movement, emotion, focus. Even when you're sleeping, your brain is working non-stop. If we really only used 10%, the rest of the brain would have shrunk away over time. But it hasn't, because we need it all. Still, the myth refuses to die, because it makes people dream. Dream of being smarter, faster, limitless, and dreaming is okay. But facts matter. If you liked learning this and want more myths busted, support us by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with someone who still believes the 10% brain myth. Hey there, welcome to our channel, where we make learning easy and fun for everyone. Right now, our community is full of curious learners like you who want to understand the world around them. We've got awesome science videos, fun science interactives, and so much more. If you love science, math, text stories, or just want to expand your body of knowledge, we invite you to join our growing family. It's free. All you have to do is click that subscribe button to stay updated with all our new videos. Plus, you can share your ideas and learn with other brilliant minds in our comments section. Join us today and never stop learning. Now back to the video. You know those days when you feel like your brain just isn't working right? You're having trouble concentrating on a task, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get your mind to focus. Maybe you're trying to study for an upcoming test, but your brain feels foggy and it's hard to retain information. Or perhaps you're working on an important project at work, but you find yourself daydreaming and getting distracted. These are common experiences that many of us can relate to. But what if I told you that your brain is always working at full capacity, and that myth of only using 10% is just that, a myth? Modern brain scanning technology has shown that we actually use nearly all parts of our brain, even while performing simple tasks. The idea that humans only use 10% of their brain is a popular misconception that has been around for many years. It is often portrayed in movies and books as a concept that suggests we have a lot of untapped potential. While the idea is appealing, it is simply not true. Every part of your brain has a specific function and contributes to your overall cognitive ability. Now, let's bust some myths. The myth of the 10% brain suggests that most of our brain is inactive, and that we only use a small percentage of its potential. This myth has been perpetuated by self-help gurus and others, who claim that we can unlock the hidden potential of our brains through various techniques, such as meditation or brain training exercises. However, there is no scientific evidence to support these claims. Another myth is that using only 10% of our brain means that the rest of our brain is essentially useless. This couldn't be further from the truth. As mentioned earlier, every part of your brain has a specific function and contributes to your overall cognitive ability. The truth is that we use all parts of our brain, but not necessarily at the same time. Different parts of the brain are active when we perform different tasks. For example, when you are reading this sentence, the parts of your brain responsible for language processing are active. At the same time, other parts of your brain are responsible for things like balance and movement. So why do we feel like we're only using 10% of our brains? One reason is that we often focus on a single task at a time. When you are reading, you are not thinking about your surroundings or the task you just completed. This can give the impression that the parts of your brain responsible for those tasks are inactive, when in reality they are simply not the ones that are currently being used. Another reason is that we tend to think of our brain as a computer that has different programs or tasks running simultaneously. In reality, our brain is more like an orchestra, where different parts are playing different instruments, and all of them are necessary to create the final product. In conclusion, the myth of the 10% brain is just that, a myth. We use all parts of our brains, even if we don't consciously perceive those areas as being active. So the next time you feel like your brain isn't working, remember that you are using all of it. You're just not using all of it at once. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please leave us a like and comment below to let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun science videos. Thanks for watching.